Okay, thanks Kurt, and over to you. If you could do an introduction, that'd be great.
You want me to do the introduction?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody. This is our Friday edition. I think it's a great call. That what we're going to do is really introduce people to the company that we work with, the company that we just love. The name of the company is Sisel. And tonight we're going to go through some slides for those of you that were able to jump online and join us in the webinar. We have some slides that we're going to go through for some visual enhancement to it. And then for those of you that are listening on the call here in the United States and also down in Australia, maybe in other places across the world, I know we have some guests up in Canada as well. And welcome to the call. And Katie Larkin, she is the host of this call each and every week. She comes from down in Australia. And really, about 2 months ago, she said to me, she said, Kurt, we need to really offer a type of a webinar or a training where we can introduce new people to this whole concept of what we're building with Sisel. And so Katie and I put this together, and with the help of Mike Hagan over at Corporate. And so here we are, and welcome to the call. Everybody, thanks for taking time out of your Friday night here in the States or Saturday morning down in Australia. Thanks for taking the time to join us. And Katie, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you for that, Kurt. So we're going to get started, and for those of you who have a visual, you'll be able to see the slides, and for those of you who are listening via the phone, there will be the recording so you can watch it back later. So just beginning with the first slide is why Sisel, the keys to a successful business. So the MOWER mission has been going on for over 30 years. Tom MOWER is a biochemist, and he used to work as an industrial chemist producing engine degreasers and floor strippers. And he noticed that, it was over 30 years ago that the ingredients in those harmful chemicals that were used in those products are the same ones that are in our personal care products. And it all started with a shampoo. And that started him on a mission, and that's the MOWER mission. And so that's been going on for over 30 years now, and that's informing people, educating and empowering them about reducing exposure to harmful toxins and getting correct nutrition into their body. So they've been changing the world for over 30 years. Tom MOWER Jr. and his father, Tom MOWER Sr., they founded Sisel International in 2006, and it opened in Australia in 2012. So it's a lifelong mission and a passion, and it's a passion of mine, and for those who are involved in the company, it's also a passion to share this mission with others. And so Sisel are really here to build your future, and this is just an awesome opportunity for anyone who's looking for better health, for ways to improve their income, or just generate a fantastic business. This Sisel is just a great opportunity for that. So why Sisel, you'd ask? What makes Sisel so good? Well, Sisel has experienced management. Tom took his previous company, when it was first started, out of 12,000 companies to position 5 in 9 years. So there's a proven track record, so very experienced. They have a sustainable product line. They produce all of their own products in their manufacturing plant. So because they produce their own products and they manufacture their own in their plant called Supernaturals in Utah, then we know that the products are going to keep coming. They're not going to run out of them. They source all their own ingredients, and those ingredients are checked for purity and contamination. So it's just fantastic. They have equality and compensation. They have a very fair and generous compensation plan for those of you who are interested in earning some extra money or getting your products for free. Simply by sharing the products with others, you're rewarded very generously. They have a dynasty trust, so you don't need to worry about Sisel being around in 10 years from now. The dynasty trust actually protects Sisel International for 250 years, so it means that the company can't be broken up or sold. So Sisel's going to be around for a very long time. And so that offers financial security and a stable future for those who are looking at Sisel as a business and a way to generate extra income and perhaps even get that financial freedom that you've always dreamed of. So what does Sisel stand for? Sisel stands for science, innovation, success, energy, and longevity. So Sisel has supply chain assurance. What does that mean? It means that because they produce their own products, that we can be assured that the products will keep coming to us. They have a 400,000 square foot sophisticated manufacturing plant. It's cutting edge equipment in there, and it's just state of the art. They're producing products that have patents on them that are second to none. They've won awards for Genius Awards for product patents, both Tom Mowers Jr. and Senior. They have the most diversified company. So they've been creating health, wealth and happiness for Sisel distributors and customers worldwide with the most spectacular, life-changing products. And this is just a fantastic opportunity. I mean, we're at a perfect time right now. Sisel is not that well known in Australia at this point in time. And so this is really a ground floor opportunity. And for anyone who's looking to start a business, and even if you want to just start with getting your products for free, now is a perfect time to get involved with Sisel. And Sisel are open in over 40 countries and counting. So they're a global company with a seamless compensation plan, which means that you can introduce people from any country in the world. And because we're doing these webinars, it doesn't matter where anyone is, they can just jump on and get involved. So Sisel's revolutionary industries. So they produce a wide range of products. And the first range that I'm going to cover is their beauty line. So Sisel produce, and I love these products, absolutely phenomenal range of anti-aging skincare and completely toxin-free makeup. So women just spend so much money on beauty, and this slide just really illustrates that. It's a $245 billion industry. So when we're sharing these products with people, we're not asking women or even men who use those sort of products to use something they're not using. They're already using them. So it's really demonstrating to them why and how Sisel products are superior. And it's really easy to do with our before and after photos. And once you start using the products yourselves, you will notice such a difference that you just really won't be able to keep quiet about it, and you just want to share them with as many people as possible. So they Sisel also produce a longevity range of products. And these products are used to fight the effects of time. Everybody wants to turn back the clock. Nobody really wants to get older and suffer the age-related diseases that go with getting older. My father developed Alzheimer's, early onset Alzheimer's. I saw him sitting in a nursing home with 80-year-olds at the age of 52. And I can assure you that after seeing that, you would want to look into anything you could possibly do to avoid developing those types of diseases. And Sisel just produce a phenomenal range of those products. And this industry alone is a $35 billion industry, so people are already spending a lot of money on those sorts of products. So making a switch to Sisel is really an easy choice when you can see and feel the difference in the results with these products. Sisel also produce what's called the Sisel Life range, which is personal care products such as your shampoos, conditioner, hand wash, body wash, deodorant. These products, again, people are using these every day, but most people don't realize that when they're using these products, they're actually loaded full of toxins. And I've heard Tom say, and other scientists, really one of the most dangerous rooms in your house is your bathroom. And why is that? And that is because there are so many harmful chemicals that are in products that we use on a daily basis. And we're putting layers upon layers of these chemicals on our skin, and they're absorbed into our body. Sisel's range of products are 100% toxin-free. They contain no potentially harmful ingredients, so you're really reducing your toxic load. So for anyone who really gets that concept, then it's just such an easy switch to make from using harmful products, potentially harmful products, to the Sisel product range. So Sisel also have a fantastic coffee range, and it's called Sisel Cafe, the world's best tasting and healthiest coffee. Sisel use patented versions on all of their products. When they produce their coffee, they use an infrared process to roast the beans, which means they don't produce any harmful byproducts, which is normally found in many other coffees. They have a full range of coffees, from black right through to mocha and latte. They also have two great teas, which is Fire and Ice tea, which I absolutely love, an awesome replacement for anyone who's addicted to, you know, your soft drinks, Diet Cokes and stuff like that. So it really gives you that great energy boost. And they've also got a fantastic green tea which provides many health benefits. And that industry alone is worth $100 billion. So people are already drinking coffee on a daily basis. So sharing the coffee with them, and you can easily share samples, and getting them to make a switch is just fantastic. The Sisel weight loss range, Sisel weight loss and weight management, it's called the Sisel Trim range. So this is a $135 billion industry. So people are spending a lot of money on these types of products every day, every week. Everybody wants to lose weight and at the very least maintain their weight. You know, I myself use quite a lot of these products, and you know, I can testify that, you know, the Sisel weight loss range, and I call it also weight management, is just awesome and it's really effective. So, you know, letting people try these products, showing them the benefits and making the switch, is just a fantastic opportunity. So finally, in the Sisel range, Sisel also produce a water filter called Supra H2, and this water filter I absolutely love. And the reason I love this filter is because it removes all harmful ingredients from water, so all your chlorine, fluoride, 100% of fluoride, pharmaceutical residues, you know, heavy metals that are in the water, so all carcinogens, mutagens, just all the toxins that are in the water that we just don't want to be putting into our body. And so it leaves you, you know, with beautiful, refreshing water that's just purified. But in addition to that, and here's just the fantastic benefit of this filter, is it infuses the water with diatomic hydrogen. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you can jump onto Google or even PubMed and search pubmed.gov and search diatomic hydrogen, and you'll find so many articles on the therapeutic benefits of diatomic hydrogen. So Sisel's water filter really, in my mind, is the best water filter on the market with just so many benefits. So, and the water filter industry is a $100 billion industry. So providing someone with a sample of our water and making a switch there is also another easy option. And so the next slide, we're going to have a bit of a testimonial time. So, you know, don't just take our word for it. Listen to what our customers have to say. So I've actually got Trevor and Will today, and both of them will be sharing a testimonial each. So Trevor, if you're on the line, if you could just press *6 and unmute yourself.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Trevor. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Well, I'm just going to just touch on the, I guess, the business side of Sisel, and I got to say, I'm just really ecstatic about the future, and I guess I'll just try and keep it short and sweet, really. I was involved in Tom's previous company, Newways, and which was fantastic, and I absolutely loved Tom and the philosophy of Newways. But when I fell into Sisel, it was a completely new ball game. Even though the products got, you know, so much more technology in them through the advances in science and research, and Tom once again has incorporated that into his Sisel range of products. But what really astonished me was the opportunity, really, and without really knowing, I got involved and I introduced just a handful of people to Tom's products, and when it come around to my first bonus check, or guess, you know, e-wallet transfer from the company, I was just shocked. I made, I think, it was around about $232 in my first month. Now, that really floored me because we'd only really gotten a handful of people involved, and it just showed that through hindsight, I guess, Tom has learned a lot, because Newways, even though we had a perfect range of products in the Newways range, I think there was a few weaknesses there in the compensation plan, which I think Tom has actually rectified, and you can only sort of see those sorts of things in hindsight, I guess. So I reckon this is really a godsend, really, for Sisel to come along and for Tom to make it even bigger and better. So what I've found with going through being involved with Sisel for about 12 months, I found that just checking out and where I'm getting all this money from, it's just been an incredible eye-opener. And I guess what I'm saying is that there's money there for that person who wants to get involved in the opportunity or to get their products for free. You can make monies really quickly, and for those who are quite serious about the business, I guess, there's money there for everyone. You know, in the middle of the plan, there's parts in the compensation, and there's 7 different payout centres with Sisel. So if you were to or wanting to build a business, you actually get monies coming in at all different levels. So, but what really is starting to excite me is that to see that Sisel, even though it's a really product-based company, I'm starting to see that Sisel is starting to get involved in the opportunity side of things, and that's really great to see because it's so easy to get wound up into the products, you know. So I'm really excited about the Platinum Club, where basically, just really simply, you can just get people involved and looking at it from a business point of view. For a $250 a month outlay, you can be called a Platinum, qualify for what they call the Platinum Club, and that will allow you to get the complete payout throughout the whole plan. So if we can just duplicate that and create some leverage and just bring in one person a month, you know, you can basically make, within 12 months, on paper, you could basically show that you could be making around about $100,000 a month by the 12th month. So that's a $1.2 million a year income. So that's pretty incredible, really. So to be able to sort of show that and point that out, that's pretty awesome. So look, I could go on and on and on, but I think I've just about covered it, Katie.
Okay, thank you. That's awesome. So thanks for sharing, Trevor. So if you could just *6 yourself to mute yourself, and Will, if you could just jump on and share your product testimonial, that would be awesome.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Will.
Yep. I want to do a testimonial on the Renovator. Amazing product. I had a ruptured disc in my back for years, probably 20 years. Always got a lot of sciatica down the back of my leg. And I used to do a lot of long distance running and played football and worn out my cartilage in my knees. And I couldn't step down off stairs or a ladder quickly because I'd go through the roof because it's like nerve on nerve. It was just bone on bone. And since I've been using the Renovator, I used to play football and I had a lot of sort of arthritis or pain in my shoulders. At one stage there I couldn't lift my arms higher than the shoulders because they'd hurt too much. So being on the Renovator, I'm completely pain-free. I have no problem with my back whatsoever. I don't know why, what it's done. I thought once you had a ruptured disc that was it. But somehow it's healed it all. Or it's actually doing something to it anyway. I can actually do a little bit of jogging now without any pain. I can jump down off something not too high. I get no pain whatsoever. And the shoulders, I can lift my hands above my shoulders again. It's I'm not saying it's cured anything at all, because I can't say that. But all the pain's gone, and I can use all my body as normally as anybody else. It's just absolutely amazing, and what it's done for me, it's just changed my life just for the better. And I've helped a few other people with the same thing. So just one amazing product. Thank you.
Thanks, Will. That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that. So, you know, listening to other people and share their experience really just you know, adds a lot of weight to, you know, what we're talking about here today. And so now Kurt's going to jump back on and he's going to go through the compensation plan. So if this is something of interest to you, if you love these products, or if you'd like to get these products for free, or if you'd like to do even more than that, and that is to, you know, build a business or generate some extra income, you know, this information is going to be really useful to you. So Kurt, if you could jump back on and keep going, that would be great. Yep, I'm just going to move on to the next slide.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Great.
All right. Well, thank you. And I'll just kind of cue you when to hit the next slide. But, you know, Trevor and Will, thanks for sharing your great testimonials. I mean, Trevor, with the compensation plan, isn't that just the truth? You can get started, and in 1 month, you can be making enough money that your products are for free. And like he said, I mean, he's just barely getting started. He's barely introduced it to any people, and he's already making enough that his products for free. That just doesn't happen with a lot of the companies that are out there. And you listen to Will. I mean, here's a guy who played football. He's got some injuries. He's got arthritis, and just taking a couple of the products, he's noticed those kinds of results. So thank you for doing those testimonials. Katie, thank you as well for hosting this call each and every week. And for those of you that don't know Katie, Katie is a non-professional, but she's a over 40 bodybuilder, and she competes and really does well. And I applaud her for going out and doing that. Thank you for getting involved with Sisel, and I know you've known Tom for a long time. So I've only known Tom for a very short time, but as a chiropractor, I want to just say that I'm interested in health. I'm interested in longevity, and just I'm going to say this about the products is that. When I decided to get into this business, I really needed to find a company that not only offered me a replacement income because of a horrible motorcycle wreck that I was in, but I also needed to find a company that had real products that worked, products that were life-changing. That's what I'm all about, finding things that are life-changing. And I need to find a company that had the stability that is going to be around for a long time, because I don't want to be one of those guys that appears to jump from one shiny object to the next shiny object, jumping from company to company. And I need to have a company that I could just imagine wrapping my arms around every single product and being able to say, hey, these are my products. Being able to put my reputation as a doctor on this company, because you don't have that many chances that you can jump from company to company. Well, we have that with this company. We have that with Sisel. And as Katie said, look at all the industries that we're in. We're not just in the beauty industry. We're not just in the water industry. We're not just in the supplement industry. We're not just in the age reversal industry. We're on all of these industries, all connected with just one great company. And so this company, in my opinion, it's positioned to be the greatest company ever with products that are positioned to be key in the up-and-coming age reversal industry. And you mark my word on it. You mark my word on this. The age reversal industry is going to be the next trillion-dollar industry. And so let me explain a few things about what we're doing. If you were applying for a job, if you needed a job and you went out to apply for the job, one of the first things you'd ask is you'd say, what exactly do you want me to do? Then you'd probably ask, how often do I need to do it? How often do I need to show up? And then finally, you'd probably ask me, what do I get paid if I take this job? So that's some questions that I want to answer. So this isn't a job, but I want to give you an understanding, because everybody understands traditional business. So let's relate it to traditional business and make it sound like that. So first of all, what do you need to do? Well, quite simply, if you decide to take this job, your job is to go out and find 2 people every week who agree to get on this call with you. Think about that. How many people would you have to talk to find 2? Well, the answer to that really varies. It varies on this. If you have lots of credibility, if you're a doctor, if you're a healthcare professional, you probably only have to talk to a couple people every week to get a couple people on the call. If your credibility is low, you're going to have to talk to a few more. But as you build your success, you're going to find that your credibility is going to go up. And trust me, as you go out and you find others who will get on the call and jump on this webinar with us, jump on the webinar with you, what you'll find is that we'll help you, guide them, we'll help you teach them how to work together to find their own guests for the call, and then your income goes up and so does theirs. So how much will you get paid? Well, let me just say this. Look at the business like I did. When I got started, I had just left my clinic. I spent 2 years in a wheelchair as a result of a motorcycle accident, and so I had to go out and build this business from scratch. But in my clinic, I had overhead. I had to pay rent, I had to pay utilities, I had to pay advertising, et cetera, all these different things. It cost me over $30,000 per month just to open the doors of my clinic. So that meant I had to make over $1,500 per day just to keep my clinic open. And in Sisel, this is a business. If you're getting in this as a business and you want to build a business, you want to build a large business, okay, your overhead is going to run you about $300 per month, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But if you want to run a smaller version of the business, you can get started for as little as $50 per month. But remember, if you do minimums, you're going to get paid minimums. So that's kind of how I explain that. Before I get into the slides on the compensation plan, here's something that I try and teach every new team member to understand. When I opened my clinic, I didn't have clients to start with. My income on that first month was low, but my overhead was high. The second month, I saw a few more people. My overhead stayed the same. It was high. So I really wasn't making any money. My third month, my income went up again. My overhead stayed high. So you can see, as my income and my overhead reached where they were the same, I started breaking even. By the fourth, fifth, sixth months, my income went up so that not only when I was breaking even, I was making a profit. Well, when you get started in this industry in network marketing, when you get started with Sisel, what you're going to find is that's going to be the same type of thing. So when you get started, you want to get started, you want to just dig in, you want to put your work clothes on, and you want to go out and talk to people. Get a couple people per week to jump on the call. They're going to hear the message. They're going to go, well, that doesn't sound too hard to do. And you can make that kind of money like what Trevor was talking about, and you can make even bigger money. And as Trevor grows his business, he's going to find that he's going to make even bigger money. And I'll talk a little bit about what some people are actually making. But as you get into this industry, you'll hear about those people that break records. Their first month, they make thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. But most of us, we're just getting started. We don't know what we're doing. And so your income isn't going to be that tens of thousands right away in the beginning. It's going to start out, and it's going to gradually build. So don't just ask people to get on this call. Bring them to the call. Bring them to the call with a three-way. Make sure that you remind them to get on the call. I've got guests on the call right now. For those of you that are Sisel brand partners, do you have guests with you? The thing is that even your guests should bring a guest. And the reason that I say that is because no doubt when they get off this webinar, when they get off this call, they're going to have questions. They're going to have things that they want to talk about. And why not have their own discussion partner with them right away? Doesn't that make sense? Somebody that they can consult if they decide to get into this as a business, and it'll be their first brand new business partner. So as I get into the subject of what you're going to get paid, think about it like this. The Sisel compensation plan, it's got equality in all compensation. It's a well-balanced compensation plan. There's a lot of companies that overload the company on the compensation plan on the front end. You get paid big money when you bring somebody on board, but there's no money left for the residual income. When people buy the products month after month after month because they love the products, you want to get paid for that. And you'll see that our compensation plan is well balanced. So what I'd like to talk about, Katie, if you want to hit the next slide, is I'd like to talk about our newest bonus. It's called the Platinum Club Bonus. You heard Trevor talking about it. Remember when I said that this compensation plan is fair and it's balanced? Well, here's a bonus that actually pays you to go out and do your work. It pays you for teaching the right activity. And when you bring in a new business builder each month and you teach 4 of your team members to do the exact same thing, you get paid a bonus. Not only that, when you teach your team member how to do the same thing so that they earn this Platinum Club bonus, and what that means is they go out, they enroll someone that comes in as a business builder, and then they go out and help 4 people do the exact same thing, and they have their 5, they're going to get paid $125. You're going to get paid $125 because you help them do the exact same thing. You have to help them duplicate the activity. You can duplicate activity. You can't duplicate what other people are. You're not the same. You don't have the same credibility that I was talking about. So this kind of a bonus, this matching bonus, that's unheard of in this industry. It's unheard of, and you can check this out, and we can get into it more in depth if you want to find out more. So there's 6 other ways that you can get paid. Katie, if you want to hit the next slide. And the next slide from there as well. Sorry about that. And so there's 6 additional ways. The first one that I want to talk about is that, Katie, hit the next slide. It's called the Fast Start bonus. And with the Fast Start bonus, not only do you get paid the Platinum Club bonus for bringing in new business builders, but you also get paid bonus commissions based on the dollar amount that your newest member purchases in products. And I tried to figure out what's perfect for each new member. You see, earlier I talked about overhead. Well, when we talk about overhead in traditional business, it goes right out the door. It pays for electricity, it pays for water, it pays for rent, it pays for advertising, et cetera, et cetera. But in Sisel, your overhead is actually these products that you heard Katie and Will talking about, products that are going to improve your health. What if you could get rid of your arthritis pain and go out and share that story with other people, bring them to this call, and get paid, build a business just on that? That's what we have. And that's what the Fast Start bonus is. If you suffer from a disease, what we're going to do is we're going to help you find the products that are exactly right for you. Perhaps you don't have an interest in the age reversal industry like I do. Maybe you love the cosmetic industry. Maybe you love the water industry. Maybe you love the coffee industry. So you see, you can get involved in all or one of these different industries. Katie, if you want to hit the next slide. Direct commission comes into play after your team members have become happy, healthy consumers of the products. Each time they buy the products and they teach others to do the same thing and they build a team, you get paid 10 levels deep on commissions for people who love the products. It's important to note that almost 90% of our products have a one-to-one rate, cost versus pay. Many companies not the same. That's not true. The company offsets the amount you get paid, and in the comp plan it may look attractive until you realize that those companies can steal up to 40% of your check as they make more profit for themselves. Sisel doesn't do that. So let's go to the next slide. We have a master check match, which is also a great incentive. As I work with Katie, as I work with Trevor, as I work with Will, 3 people that you heard on the call, and I help them grow their check, I get paid a matching check. I get paid a bonus of up to 10% for helping those people even in depth, up to 5 levels deep in depth, and I know that I'm going to get paid for helping them do that. That's a bonus for helping other people. Think of it in traditional business. When you go to work, do you help the guy in the next cubicle advance? No way, because he might take that raise. He might take that work advancement that you're entitled to. But if you teach him to take it from you, you're not going to get that. Well, in Sisel, we actually see people. I know people who are making bigger checks than the 4 people above them. The 4 people above them in depth that help them get started. And with this matching check bonus, I know people who are making $5,000 to $10,000 per month just in matching bonuses. Think about that. If you're a teacher, if you're a team builder, if you're somebody that's good with people, you can make a huge check just from that. Let's go to the next slide. And so long-term growth and stability of a company comes from having great products. As you heard Katie talking about, as you heard Will talking about, we have those kind of products. Our products, and I'm speaking as a doctor, as a healthcare professional, as a scientist, there are no companies that have products that compare to ours. And so if you have the desire to build using the products, we can go out and get paid a 20% commission every time your customer buys and uses the product, month after month after month, because there's going to be those people who just don't want to go out and build a business. They want to enjoy the products. Next slide, please. Another recent addition to our comp plan was a rank advancement bonus. As you get started and you find your team growing, you're going to find that your rank in the company grows and grows and grows. You're going to grow in rank. Some will grow really rapidly, some will grow more slowly. And so what Sisel has done is they've added a rank advancement bonus. They're saying, hey, if you'll go out and try and strive to grow at a certain rate, we'll give you a bonus every step of the way. Think about that. You're going out and doing what you do anyhow. If you knew somebody that had a disease, you're going to share these products with them. Now you get paid a bonus to go out and help build and build teams and help other people make money. And there's matching bonuses in that as well. So if I help Katie go out and build a team and she moves from 1-star to 2-star to 4-star, what she's going to find is she's going to get a bonus. I get a matching bonus for helping her do that. Think about that. Some companies have some of these bonuses. We have all of these bonuses. The last bonus that we have, Katie, if you want to hit the next slide, is also called a luxury car bonus. I mean, all of us have had, most of us have had traditional jobs. I've never actually had a job. And you can get paid up to $1,500 a month in bonuses to go out and buy yourself a new car, buy yourself that new Mercedes, buy yourself that Porsche, buy yourself that new Chevrolet pickup. And you get paid that just for building your monthly sales volume. So you can achieve a check when you get started with as low as a 1-star, which is $5,000 in volume. That's hardly anything. Like Trevor was just saying, that's where he got in his first or second month. So let me say this before I bring Katie back on, if you want to go to the next slide, Katie. I love teaching people how to do this. Every week I get on this call. The company doesn't pay me to do this. We do this because we see that we have something here that we can go out and share with people. And in my own business, I found some success. I got started with this not that long ago. And I work it part-time. I hunt, I fish. I spend a lot of time, like Mike Hagan will say, I spend a lot of my time goofing off, and I work part-time. And with this type of an industry, you can work and goof off at the same time. And just to tell you what I get paid for that, without telling you the exact amount, but I make just under a 6-figure income doing exactly what I just described. I bring people to calls just like this. Every week, my goal is to bring 2 people to a call or to a webinar just like this. I do as I tell you guys to do, and that's what I do. Just imagine if you brought people to this call this week, and you did the same thing next week, and you became part of the team. You're going to find yourself growing and building a check to where you're going to have an unbelievable income, and you may be able to replace your income so you can quit your traditional job. Katie, back to you, and I just want to say, get back to the person that invited you to this call, to this webinar, and let them know that you have an interest, and they can help you get started. Katie, back to you.
Thanks, Kurt. That was fantastic. And thank you, Will and Trevor, for sharing today. I hope you all enjoyed our webinar today, and I hope that you can join us next week and bring a guest along. And I just wanted to finish off by saying, originally when I got involved, it was only for the products. And in fact, I even went to try and find products at various different health stores and found that was all too difficult. It was much better to get everything in one place. I was so then taken back by Tom's products that I continued using them, and then I moved from there to thinking, well, why wouldn't I want these products for free? And now I'm at a point where, I really don't want to be going to my job every day. I would love to be doing this full time. So, just probably the point of that is that don't assume that someone's, never going to be interested or may not be interested. And the easiest way to find out is just to bring them along, jump on this call with us each week. We're going to have new testimonials every week, and it's just a great opportunity to share the experience that you're having and share the potential that Sisel can bring to other people's lives. So thank you for joining us on the call, and hopefully you will join us again next week.